Okay, Lubby. Now we have one for you.
Ooh.
Has the hair on the back of your neck ever stood up during a relationship?
A couple of times. A couple of times. One in particular, there was an incident that involved the safety of children, and they were completely oblivious. And another was when I realized this person I loved so much didn't give a rat's patootie about me. That was, my hair just stood up.
Well, I've had times where my hair stood up, but it was never about the relationship, even though in retrospect it would have been helpful a few times. But some spidey sense would come in handy. Um, but growing up in the late '80s, early '90s, and having an interracial relationship, there's plenty of times where you have need for your, you know, attention to be at full fledged. But I also have anxiety disorder, so it's kind of a common thing for me to get anxious for no reason. I'm ordering a hamburger and my body decides that I'm gonna die, and so, and so, there is that. So I just have to filter out the difference between the two. It's kind of it can be difficult for some of us sometimes. But there are the clear cases of there's times when you sense danger, whether it's kind of the danger of walking through the proverbial cemetery, where it feels like the eyes of
Oh God,
something
yes, as a teenager.
are watching you. Well, I still get that as an adult, where you just
Well, I used to go hang out in cemeteries as a teenager and get high and smoke cigarettes, and just that was, no one would bother me there.
it's the one place where you could go at night where no one else was going to be,
Yes,
except maybe the dead. And then
then I kind of was a little worried from time to time, but I pushed my way through that.
So if you're gonna play in cemeteries, make sure you're a nice person, because otherwise you might be haunted by the dead, and that is your ghastly dose of love.